What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Broken Man Show. I'm here with the fellas, Jake and Cam.
What's up?
And I'm Chris. And today I have some questions. I'm gonna be interviewing the boys. I'm just playing. We're gonna play a little game that I saw on YouTube that I thought we'd try out. It's like a mixture of like it could get deep. It will have good discussions on it, and I feel like we have good discussions on it. Some of it is funny, some of it is like, debatable.
Deep.
Yeah, like I said, kind of deep. And yeah, so basically the premise is we have these signs. We ask a statement. We ask a statement, and it's like, do you say like, do you think Iron Man is overrated? And we'd be like, agree. Or the other side, disagree.
If it can even be picked up on camera, good. Hopefully it can be.
Yeah, that's basically the little mini game that we got. And yeah, let's jump right into it. Question 1. I miss school. You strongly agree or disagree with that? Give you some time to think about it.
I don't need no time. I got
No time?
I'm
No
not
time?
having a on this.
I need some time.
We'll give you 20 more minutes.
Okay, so you'll both disagree?
Disagree, and you agree.
I agree.
Kim, why do you miss school?
Well, see, we went through a whole damn pandemic. So, with everything that
One
happened.
semester though.
Yeah, but it was just still, we didn't really get to, I guess, graduate the way we were supposed to. Which it was fun to graduate out on the field and stuff like that. But I don't know, I just feel like there was like a lot of stuff that we didn't really get to do. And I feel like there's also a lot of people that I went to school with that I don't talk to as much. And so when I was in that like school environment, it was easier to get in contact with these people.
Oh, no, man. I mean, we got our group chat going. I mean, everybody there.
You're not in it?
Like, wait, what?
Yeah, we do, like, meetings every Thursday, like movies. Like, me and Chris, I mean, we was at the last one. We was wondering where you was at.
But yeah, I mean, I could say the same thing, but it's just, I miss the friends. Like, the friends and, like, the innocence of, like, not having to worry about, stuff that we have to deal with now that since we graduated out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's like the education, I do not miss it.
No, I don't want to say I really miss that. And another thing y'all probably want to joke on me about, but I actually do miss some of the school food. Like, they had like some good chicken nuggets. I know you talk about the pizza sometimes. That's rectangle pizzas.
Pizza.
That's pretty good. Breakfast pizza wasn't all that bad either. Even the cheese sticks. Cheese sticks pretty good. I love the chicken sandwich and those orange fries.
Man, I don't care, bro. That school food is so good.
That's how I feel.
I don't know. I had someone debate me on that the other day. They was tripping. If you wasn't a fan of school food, you was directly just denying it. You was sitting there just never trying it, just straight up denying it. But I don't know. I always felt this this opinion, just like, I don't see how you can miss school, bro. At the end of the day, there's like so much shit. Like, I mean, that's just like it. The only thing I miss from school is the lunch. At the end of the day, I remember just sitting there like questioning my mom of like why shouldn't I be homeschooled? Of like, I'm going to this place to just sit there on my phone. I would sit there on my phone for probably like all day, and it would be like not even like I'm missing out on work. Like, I would be making like all 90s, and it would just be like literally by the 11th grade year,
reason to be there.
you was just there.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, that the only thing I would be looking forward to is lunch and then leaving.
Yeah. It's just that question you get all the time. Would you redo high school? I would not. I'd probably redo like one semester.
Well, that's
I
I wouldn't
wouldn't
mind
do that.
redoing one semester, and
I
I'd
would not
probably
do that.
Or
It would
maybe
either
one
be-
day.
I'd either do
One
11th
day.
grade. I would also do one more day, but I'd either do 11th grade or 12th grade. Just do one semester of it.
Fuck that. Yeah, if I wanted that now, I'd just go to one of those like actual colleges.
How much cost you?
At that point, like, I mean, people there were cool, dog, but like at the end of the day, a lot of them were dry. Like, and people would debate it, but at the end of the day, bro, we ain't talking now, bro. So I mean, it wasn't too like that. I mean, we wasn't like having deep discussions in that motherfucker. There was like a few motherfuckers that y'all know who y'all is, and especially like the people that are here now. But it's like, you know, it just I wasn't in there having too good a conversation. I was more or less like, hey, dog, when you get home, you hopping on Rainbow? Yeah.
What's the next question?
Do you think Krishan's kid in about... this is a question for y'all too, and a little bit of me too. Do y'all think gaming was better 8 years ago? 8 to 10 years ago?
Disagree.
Well, actually, it's a little bit of both, I think, because there's a couple games that have gone on now where it's like different engines and stuff like that they're using for games that have gotten better. But there's also stuff that like you could take Battlefield 2042 for example. There's like the engine for that, like it just runs so shitty compared to like Battlefield 4. You said what?
We're gonna have to debate this.
We're gonna have to debate it. I've been seeing like I've played it just a little bit and I've seen some gameplay on it, but it's like there's a couple of things in it that are just like really laggy and stuff compared to like the old school game and stuff. And then also, I mean, I feel like they've kind of been downgrading with all of the Call of Duty games and stuff. It's like the best kind of games were like the 2012s, I think. Like 2012, 2013, 2014. That was like the year for like Call of Duty.
I have this saying that if you pay over $60 or over $50 for 10 hours of game time, then you are getting scammed. And that is what most games before, like, 2015 was. It was like literally like a good 8 hours of playtime, and then you got endless hours of sandbox. But after about an hour of sandbox, it gets boring. Nowadays, games are mainly scams. They're just like AAA company that bought out a minor game company that we've ruined their ideas and all that you still want the idea to be like flourishing, so you're going to buy into it and we're just going to get that money. And the game's going to be nowhere what you want it. It was kind of like that with Battlefield 2042, but with that, it received too much hate. It was an okay game, it just didn't have like the features that it needed. But
I feel like it was an okay game, but it's just compared to like playing some of the old Battlefield games and stuff like that, that's where I feel like that was better back in the day.
Yeah, I get that, but a lot of times, like, I remember just grinding Operation Locker by the time Battlefield 4 got, like, just a little old, and it was just, like, 2040, I think it's 2 or 6, I don't remember, but I remember that, it just felt so different, and I remember, like, the maps were, like, really big, but when it first came out, it was just so much hate, and, like, you couldn't even play the game up there, like, without literally, like, the whole text chat of just people just cursing the game, like literally cursing the developers. And I'm not saying like cursing as in like, oh yeah, damn them. I'm talking like literally sitting there like threatening their families and stuff like that.
Shit.
So it's like the game was just ruined by almost the community.
Did I also call it by the wrong name? Isn't it? Is it 2042 or is it 2046?
It's one of them.
I can't remember. I had to look it up. But yeah. What's your opinion?
I agree.
With it being better back in the day?
Yeah.
Well, based off what games?
Back.
Oh, PSP.
I'm gonna get that new PSP though.
The PlayStation Portable or whatever it's called now.
I don't know what it is. Basically like a
PlayStation
phone.
Vita now.
It's a
It's
phone
not
with
Vita.
a
They got a
PS.
new one coming out.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
It's a phone with a PS5 remote.
Basically.
So I'm not gonna get that.
I don't think it's worth it because if I'm not mistaken, I think I told you it's the same thing. Basically the way that it looks, it does just look like a PS5 remote, like stretched out with like a screen in the center. It's like was it $200? I think it is. And
you can only play the games with Wi-Fi.
That's I'm pretty sure because that's how it was for PlayStation Vita when they tried to have like another PSP and have like a bigger screen. That was kind of like how it happened, whereas like you had to, or even the remote play for like the PlayStation app on your phone, you could buy like one of those like makeshift remotes that connect to your phone, and try and be able to play the PlayStation like that. But it's only if you're connected to the same Wi-Fi that your PlayStation's on.
It's that new scam. It's cloud play. Cloud play is a major scam, and the reason it's a scam is because it sounds cool. Sounds cool to play any game you want, anywhere you want, and on Wi-Fi, but think about the limitations it has. I have 200 megabyte per second internet, and my stuff still lags. So, like, you can ask Cam, like, I've even thrown up games up there, and they've almost been unplayable on the brand new Xbox on, like, super fast internet. Cloud gaming is just, it's a scam. So, that's what, I don't know, bro.
Bring back the portable games I can fit in my pocket.
That was the era.
Like that shit, I cannot put that shit in my pocket, man. And if I put it in my bag, it'll probably break.
Speaking of that, it was just this year actually. I went on to Macari and I had bought a new
PS5.
No,
who's a kid. Whose kid was going off to college and he get rid of it real fast.
Their kid got into like an accident or something like that. That's terrible.
PS5's okay though.
Kid died in a house fire.
But
trying to get rid of this.
I had bought
Get rid of his memory.
Game Boy Advance charger, so like that for like my old like flip Game Boy Advance. And I've been playing like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 back in the day on that.
You still playing? You still playing now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Wow, that's
you brought it up one time. Like you haven't mentioned it ever since.
Well, I play it in like my free time and stuff like that. But a lot of what I have to do now involves being with the channel. So not as much being able to play on the Game Boy, but yeah, I just recently got that charger. I like being able to have something that can just fit right in your pocket. Same thing for like the 3DS or even PSP. I used to play on PSP. There's a lot of stuff that was pretty fun back in the day. But ready for the next question?
I will say before we move on though, what's making a come up in the like new generation of gaming, VR games. If you could get on that pretty early, you can kind of like they're kind of crappy, like they're not like fully developed, but you can kind of have some fun.
Speaking of that, that is something that we're trying to get to bring to the channel, where we have a couple of VR games set up, either just regular games or possibly horror games for the month of October.
No. They're gonna force me to play horror games. Yeah, maybe I might get a VR. I might convince my sister to get that for her birthday. And,
Instead of getting the
tell my
Nintendo
mom
Switch.
about it. I'm gonna tell my mom about it.
From Marcus Zuckerberg.
Let my sister get.
From Marcus Zuckerberg, and then your mom will have to do like a contest.
Yeah. All right, next question.
Just start crying.
If I could go back in time to change things, I would. Do you agree with you or disagree?
Disagree.
Damn.
And my reasoning is, if you could go back and change one thing, you'd want to change everything. So change nothing.
I think it's another one where it's like kind of in between.
Yeah, my reasoning is you have to like learn like how to like fail in order to like progress in life.
I feel like with me, it's just I've seen like a bunch of movies and TV shows involving time travel.
Where you get that second chance.
Yeah, and it depends on what rules that you follow, because there's like some where it's like you step on a cockroach and you fucked up your whole life and like in the past.
Bro, how much would that cockroach fuck up your life? I never get that reason.
I mean, I really don't know either, but
I really thought you was about to say you was about to use this to take back a movie or a TV show you watched. I was about to say.
like I want to screw up the whole future of like the entire universe just so I can go back and watch Mr. Robot for the first time, or Vampire Diaries for the first time. No, I feel like there's a couple things that I feel like I would like to change in the past, but also at the same time, the reason why I'm kind of like stuck in between, I'm very indecisive on a couple of things, but mainly it's like I don't think I would be who I am today if I had changed a couple of things. And this is like as simple as like if like what classes I decided to take, friends that I decided to have, people that I decided to date. I feel like each one of those have made me into the man that I am today.
Yeah.
but at the same time, I am curious as to how things would look if I decided to make a couple changes. As long as I could still have like the reset factor without screwing up the universe.
Yeah, I feel that. It's like things. You gotta learn how to like go through the struggles in life in order to, live life.
Mm-hmm.
So
What's your opinion?
I disagree. If you want to change one thing, you want to change everything. You want to be able to decide on what you want to change, and you'd be stuck in a conundrum, and then probably end up changing something you would rather not have.
What if you had like the reset button though, where it's like, no matter what you change, you could still, like,
I've been there
like
before.
Flash?
In games all the time, you just sit there and you keep on reloading and reloading until you get it perfect, and then your idea of perfect changes throughout your journey to getting your shit perfect, and then you feel uncontent by the end.
what if it was like, what is it, 19 or 22 or 11/22/63? That show?
Nah, I wouldn't change anything.
No.
oh, that's a James Franco show.
Yeah, the James Franco show, where it's like even after everything that he did and he stayed there, like there was no coming back, because as soon as you came back, then like that was where everything changed, and as soon as you went back through the rabbit hole, then it would just repeat. You don't remember anything from that show?
If I could go back in time and change one thing, it was stop me from watching that show.
You hated
I
that
didn't
show
like,
that
I
much.
did not like.
I didn't like the way it ended, but
Nah, it's good. It's based on a good ass book.
I guess we have time for one more. Ooh.
The economic stability of the United States.
If one of us got murdered, if one of us got like blip, from like, let's say Avengers Endgame, I would say like die, but I wanted to be
trying to
that
keep
dark.
it more PG-13.
I don't want to be that dark, but let's just say if one of us got like blip, like out of existence, like how Thanos did.
I thought you were saying Blick. I was like, I was like, what does Chris
Got
think
shot
that we're
up.
into? What does Chris think that we're into on our off time?
But would y'all still continue doing the show? The YouTube channel?
I have a controversial opinion, and a lot of people don't like this, and like a lot of people like just love to sit there. Like, if I ever die, bro, like, don't use that as an excuse to post me on your story. Like, I ain't like some like sympathy charm for you, bro. Like, your friends ain't feeling bad that I died. Like, I understand like trying to respect that person, bro, but like, I'm dead. I ain't on IG, bro. Like, don't tag me in your posts, bro. Like, that's probably my mom's account by then, or like that's some shit like that. So I mean, continue on with your life. Do what you want to do. Like, don't like put me there in memory, dog. I'm dead.
Yeah, I actually feel that, because I had a family member pass away recently, and I'm like, I'm not gonna post it. Like, I saw some of my families do the same. I'm like, why are y'all doing this? My grandpa did not have Instagram.
Yeah.
Why are y'all doing this?
Like, it's the same thing with mine. Like, recently, like in the past year, just like it just keeps on reposting and reposting. It's like, I don't want to think of that every time I like hop on like a social media by accident. Like, I misclick or I'm going in there for a verification.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see that.
I could probably do it for like somebody famous that I like actually admire or something, but not a family member that has nothing to do with social media.
For me, I think it kind of depends on how close that family member is, because I do that for my father. So
Well, I understand that. That's
Yeah.
like close as hell, and that's like like a tribute. But like, I'm speaking more or less like your friend.
I can understand that. Like, it's probably it's gonna seem like controversial or whatever. But people who do like the whole, it'll have like a picture of someone like up in the clouds like this, and then like the
Don't
wings
ever
and
do that.
shit.
I know
like,
you're looking over.
Like,
Don't
I
ever put me
can't
on
stand
that
that,
shit, bro.
Like, I ain't about to do that. That's what we were like joking about this before, where it's like I know for a fact that Jake would have wanted me to have his Xbox. It's like that's just straight up. And like Chris, he wants me to have all of his art. Like I gotta have all of his art, All of his Funko Pops are coming to me. It's all mine. I know that he would have wanted me to have this, like type shit like that.
Yeah, bro. I don't know.
We did kind of skip over the question though, because it's more so about like if we would continue.
Went
to
off
do,
on a little tangent, but
yeah, if we would continue to do this channel, I feel like I would.
I would, but it probably take like a little break.
I feel like I couldn't do it if I guess
Like
it's
the week after.
yeah, like it would probably take at least maybe a month or two just to kind of get back into the swing of things. Where it's like
it had to be more, bro.
You said what?
I had to have more time.
More time than
See,
that?
with me, bro, like, I'm gonna say it in the sense of y'all, because I can tell y'all, like, it means deeper to y'all. If I die, y'all could post the next day, like, smile. I don't care, bro. Like, I would hate to be, like, ruin someone's stuff. Like, if you got something going for you, bro, and someone along with you dies, like, they would probably rather you, like, just go along with it, bro. Like, especially, like, I remember my grandma, like, she's not dead yet, but she always tells everybody, like, she's like, don't be sad at my funeral. That's, like, crazy. Like, don't ruin your life. Don't, like, put your life on hold for me. Like, you know, and I wouldn't want y'all to do that for me.
Well, that actually kind of reminds me of something. For my dad's funeral, it was really funny that we had a lot of people that were coming up to us and stuff like that, and they're like, "This is the best funeral I've ever been to," because it was telling stories, it was laughing, it was a bunch of food, it was like all kinds of stuff. Like there was crying. I'll say that there was crying because it was a very sad moment. But with all of us coming together and stuff like that, it was like there was more stories that were happy and uplifting than there was to be just sad about everything. And like it was a celebration of life, not like honoring the dead. So that's just kind of how I feel about it. But I do feel like I would continue to be able to do this channel. I think things might be kind of difficult depending on which one of us winds up passing away. Because let's see, just throwing it out there, Chris is the one who takes me and him. I ride with him to come to where we film.
Studio.
And then Jake has the area of where we film. So it's like, if Chris passes away, then there's no way for me to get here unless it's just me and
Johnny's
Jake.
our editor. Shout out Johnny.
And that's another thing. I am the one who mainly edits stuff like that. So I feel like if I was to, if I was to pass away, then y'all would have to pick up different ways to edit.
I mean, he's your apprentice.
Oh, I gotta edit. Never mind, right?
Yeah, we cancel the channel just because we don't want to do the work. It's like, yeah, bro, Cam had too much on his plate. Turns out I'm not gonna pick up his plate. Get out Ouija boards. Cam, how do I cut this footage?
Please, you gotta tell me, man. Cam, if you're here, move the mouse.
I go up to Cameron's like mother, and she's like all heartbroken. Like, I just have to know if Cam left anything pertaining to the editing process of our channel.
It's like, if at any time did you see what he did to be able to do this effect on the screen? It's literally like a few hours after you find out I passed away.
I'm at your funeral. I'm literally at the hospital.
You're just like, I know it's a sad moment, but do you know how to do the outro music?
Your family asked if I want any last words to say to you, and I walk in there with like a notepad and pen, and I'm in there just getting the editing process from you.
Oh man,
That's how we think of death, bro. Like, I mean, when I remember, like, if a serious death happens and one of us calls up, like, you know, like sad or anything like that, usually the other one asks if they're joking, because it's like. I remember
you can't take it seriously.
One of our friends had a tragic accident, and I'm not even going to go into the details. I'm just going to say it was very bad. I thought it was a joke, and that happens a lot to our stuff because we take nothing like really serious.
Well, I use it as a coping mechanism. I don't take a lot of things seriously because if I do, the alternative is just too damn sad. I make jokes all the time about my dad with like people that I talk to. they'll be like, oh, so where's your dad at? And like I have him cremated. He's up in a box or an urn that's on top of my TV, and I always make the joke about like, oh yeah, he's just up there chilling, and people are just like, they have no idea how to react to it. Jake laughs at it a lot more than Chris does because I make jokes all the time. With both of their dads still alive, my dad's dead, and I make jokes all the time.
It's like, yeah, both of them have fathers, but me.
not me. I mean, it sucks, but but yeah. So Chris, he just like his jaw just drops. He has like no idea what to really say, and he's like, "Did you really just say that?" And I'm like, "It's okay to laugh, man." But I use it as a coping mechanism because if I was to just get sad about things, then it would just continue to make me cry and all kinds of things like that. And so it's a lot better to smile and make jokes and just live life as if it's just gonna keep on going on.
Full.
Yeah.
I will say though, if you have that same problem, just watch out when people tell you about other people, bro, because you will bust out laughing or some stuff like that about something like funny scenario that's serious that somebody you don't joke around with.
Yeah.
That happened to me the other day, and I felt so bad. Someone told me something so serious, and I just bust out laughing because it's like our type of humor.
Oh, I've had people tell me, like, I've made jokes about cancer and stuff like that before, and someone told me they were like, that's so fucked up. I had like 3 people to die in my family from cancer, and I'm just like, me too. I was like, but I mean, I happen to make dark humor jokes and stuff like that. It's just the kind of person that I am. I can't, like I said, if I take things too seriously, then it's just upsetting. So it's better to go about life with a smile on my face.
Well, that's all the time we got today, almost 30 minutes. Yeah. Well, guys, I want to thank y'all so much for clicking on our video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace out.